Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. This is Mr. Shakespeare here again with you on the 1st of February 2023. Yet another month we're doing this. Woohoo! I'm here with crypto. No, I'm not.
We're still here. We're still here, everybody.
Oh,
it's February
anyway, it's
1st.
Liz Cross, and you guys know what she does anyway. So go on. That was a screw up. Anyway,
That was funny.
That was funny. Anyway, we're not going to restart this one. Let's leave it as it is. Right. This woman here, Ignatova, Ruja Ignatova, she ran one of the biggest Ponzi schemes in cryptos around. This was back in 2017 when the last big, like that bull run that sort of signaled. There were two bull runs. This was the second one. This is when Bitcoin got to $20,000 and then was promptly stamped upon by the CME. And that's what knocked that down when they introduced paper derivatives of them on the Commodity Mercantile Exchange. Anyway, this is not about Bitcoin. This is about this woman here, Ignatova. She apparently is on the FBI's most wanted list. And the only reason this has come out now is that apparently after so-called 5 years in hiding, a British newspaper has reported that a lawyer representing her is claiming a $13.6 million penthouse in central London. Now, obviously, if she does claim it, I would imagine that all the sanctions and everything are on them. They're just going to grab this anyway. So I'm not sure why she would want to be pushing that out in the open. Anyway, that's me speculating. Let's see what Liz says. Liz, grab hold of her, please.
Yeah, she's still alive.
Where is she? Is she in Sofia, Bulgaria, or is she in Athens, Greece, or is she in London, England? Where is she?
Are you in Athens? She was in Athens. She moves around a lot. Are you in Bulgaria? She was in Bulgaria as well. She's constantly on the move. Okay. Are you in London? She was also in London. So she's been to all these places. How are you doing this? She has many, many passports. How many passports do you have? Several. Are they, what citizenship are they? So there's lots of Bulgarian different aliases. Do you have anything else other than Bulgarian? Yes. What else do you have? She has an American passport. What else? Do you have Canadian? No. Do you have a British passport? Yes, she has several British passports. So somebody somewhere has made a load of passports for her that are obviously legit because she's able to move around so much. Are you on a boat? Are you living on a boat? Most of her time is spent on a boat.
Okay. Does she know? She must be aware that she's on the FBI's most wanted list?
Oh yeah, she's very aware of that. She has a couple of people who's with you. She has a security, and who else is with you? And there's also a man with her.
Okay. How does she feel about the Ponzi scheme that she created, which was called OneCoin?
How do you feel about Ponzi scheme that you created, OneCoin? There was no intention of it being a Ponzi scheme in the beginning.
So how did it turn into one then?
How did it turn into a Ponzi scheme? The money was just too good to be true. It was crazy. She says, I can't believe how quickly it gained so much money. And there's no one to answer to. So we took the money and run.
Okay, so overcome by greed, really, yeah?
Were you overcome by greed? No, I mean, she doesn't believe that. And remember, these are her own personal thoughts, feelings, and opinions. She says, I could get away with it. So I did.
Okay.
But it wasn't just
All
her.
right, but if she didn't set it up as a Ponzi scheme, because obviously lots of people set these things up as Ponzi, So she set it up, but the money was coming in, and I remember this coin launching. I didn't get involved in it. I didn't like it, but I remember it coming out, and obviously a lot of people put a lot of money into it very fast. This, by the way, is a good lesson to learn for all the people that think, they're going to earn hundreds and hundreds of percent returns very quickly. All of these are Ponzi schemes. So she was one of the most notorious, and she got away with it. So why is she trying to? Is this property in London, this penthouse? Is this ultimately hers, even though it's held in shell corporations?
The property in London, that's a penthouse, $13.6 million penthouse in London. Does that belong to you? It did belong to her.
Yeah, but it's now in shell corporations, shell companies. Is she in control of any of the corporations that own this property?
Control of any of the corporations that own this property? No.
Right. Why does she think?
I feel like she gave the property away.
Okay. Obviously, this has reignited interest into her case and situation, this property. Does she know that?
Do you know that this has reignited interest into your situation? Yes, she follows news about herself every day.
Right. I mean, she hasn't really been in the news for the last few years, as far as I'm aware. Nobody really talked about her recently, not in the last few years.
They always try to stay on top of everything.
Of course.
They have to stay one step ahead. And the person she's with, the male she's with, is extremely sophisticated technologically. Was he with you with the OneCoin? I feel like he was in on the OneCoin as well. Okay.
Right.
Was it his idea? Yeah, it was his idea to run away with the money. That actually wasn't her idea, but it was just too good to be true. It was just.
Okay, but I mean, she did run away with the money, didn't she? So she's as guilty as the guy. So, is the man on the wanted list of the FBI as well?
Is he on the wanted list of the FBI as well? No, he kept his identity hidden with regards to OneCoin, which is exactly what she should have done. She realizes now in hindsight that she could have got away with using a fake name, fake address, fake picture. But it was all too new. The people that are coming in after her, they obviously employ those tactics, but she was trying to be honest. And that further proves that she was trying to be honest. She did not have bad intentions in the beginning.
The guy that she's with, does she think he had bad intentions in the beginning?
He always had bad intentions. She just wasn't aware of that.
Okay, fair enough. All right, let's put her out a year. Put her out till February 2024, please. February 1st.
February 1st, 2024, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay.
What's she doing now?
What are you doing now? She's still on the run.
Okay, has she had any close calls with the authorities? Any close, nearly getting caught or anything like that? Or has she managed to evade her captors?
No, but I feel like she has spent some time in China.
Right.
She's actually funding a new coin.
Really?
Yeah. Now, because money's running out. Right, so they need more if they're going to plan on.
Yeah, but there was millions of dollars. I mean,
I know,
she's telling us that she has no money anymore. She went off with millions and millions of dollars.
She still has money, but I feel like some of it is in locked accounts that she can't have access to, and money's running thin, according to her. Now, you and I know that that's a lot of money, but according to her. And the level of security they have, the level of sophistication they have, the yacht that they're living on. They travel by helicopter a lot, right? That takes a lot of money. And so now she is in partnership or with some Chinese. She's funding a new coin, and it's going to be a rug pull.
Okay, take her out another year. Let's have a look.
All right. We don't know the name of the coin.
I know everybody's going to ask.
I knew that everybody was going to ask that. So take her out another year. So that will be February 1st, 2025, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, what's coming through very strongly as soon as I connect with her in 2025, she is getting tired of being on the run. It's not an easy lifestyle. It's very stressful. She does wear a disguise. She has altered her appearance. Have you had plastic surgery? Yes. She's had several plastic surgeries to alter her appearance. Mm-hmm. Do you look anything like you do in this picture? No. She looks nothing like what she does in these pictures here. Okay.
She's still at large then. She hasn't been captured.
She's still at large? Yep. She's still at large. I don't know how old she is, but I feel like a child is on the way.
Okay. With this guy that she was in the one coin with?
This guy. Yes.
Okay. How did the coin go in China? Did she get to set it up?
Did you set the coin up in China? Yes, and she's quite happy about that. It was a brilliant maneuver. And then now they're already planning to set up another coin to do.
Has that coin already been? Did it already come out and then be rug pulled?
Yes. Now this is something they're going to do every 1 to 2 years. Create another coin, do a rug pull.
Okay. Okay. Well, there's conspiracy. Oh dear. I would imagine that the RICO Act will go here. I mean, the Americans, if they get hold of her, can throw the book at her and her other half, because there's, now she's conspiring to do it. She's going to do it in the future. I mean,
one of my dream jobs, and I know people are going to say, oh, Liz, this is terrible, but one of my dream jobs would just be to do these types of probes all day long. And try and narrow down, because obviously, like FBI investigators, CIA investigators, detectives, private investigators, they know you're not saying that you don't, but they know the pinpointed information. They would have her last known movements. They probably know. And I feel like they do know there is a male with her. Okay. Let me ask the FBI, do you know who this male is? Yes, they do have an idea who this male is. Why don't you put it out on the thing? Because they don't want to release that information to her. Do you believe she's checking? Yeah, they believe she's checking this information very,
But do they know where she is?
Do you know where she is? No, they do not know where she is. They have some clues. There have been sightings. There have been tips. But they also believe that she has actually changed her face. Yeah. Face with plastic surgery. Do you have evidence to support that? Yes, they do. So they actually have evidence to support that. Do you know what she looks like now? No, they have no idea what she looks like now. So what's her name? Ruja, if you're listening, which I have a feeling that you will be listening to this, actually. They have no idea what you look like now. She will listen.
Okay, but the problem is that, these are not good things to champion, because, these are people who are basically stealing from others and giving, the whole crypto ponds, the whole cryptoverse a bad name, aren't they? Now, I'm not saying it doesn't go on in other markets. I know it does, but when it's on your own doorstep, you don't really like it. Well, I don't anyway.
Well, and that's understandable. And the fact that now this is going to become routine, every year or two, they're going to create a coin. They need a lot of money to stay well hidden, right?
Yeah.
Now, there are people that can stay well hidden with hardly any money, but eventually they'll need like medical services. They'll, you know what it means? They'll come out somehow. When you are in hiding at this level, you need a lot of money. You need lawyers. You need private medical treatment. You need to constantly buy different identities. You need
right, but I mean, any lawyers or any private, medical can be easily, they're conspiring with her because she's a felon. I mean, she's wanted,
Yeah.
so she's wanted.
But they don't know that.
Not by a little tin pot nobody country. She's wanted by the US, and they normally get who they want. So why aren't they putting extra? Do they not think it's worth putting the resource in to go and find her?
They have spent millions trying to find her.
Oh, okay. Oh, well.
They've run out of leads at this point. I mean, they get little tip-offs, possible sightings of her with these pictures, but they know that those are not legit.
Right, but those pictures are old pictures of her because that's on the wanted poster from the FBI from 5-6 years ago. So if she's changed her appearance, she doesn't look like that, does she?
She will eventually surface.
Well, normally, don't they go after the family? She must have mother, father, brother, somebody. Normally, they go and put the squeeze on those people, don't they?
Why have they gone after the family? They have. They've gone after the family. I feel like the family are, very cautious, and they have no idea where she is. Let me ask her family. Let me group her family. Do you know where she is? Do you have any idea where she is? No. They actually have no idea where she is. They haven't spoken to her. So and let me ask her, why have you not spoken to your family? Because I don't want them to get in trouble. So again, that has all the hallmarks of she really never intended to do this. Whoever this guy is that's with her, I feel like he's very manipulative. I'm not trying to say she's a victim, but I just feel like
she's no victim.
Right,
Sorry.
but I feel this
no
is what's right. But
she's planning to do it again and again. She's no victim. Come on,
right. But at the time, I feel he said, "I'm taking all the money. You can come with me, or I'm going to leave you behind."
Well, how does the
so she was going to be in trouble anyway.
Yeah.
So she decided to go.
Okay.
That's how this came about. However, now, but he's the mastermind, right? He's the one, even though it's kind of like the Bankman-Fried situation. You know how he had that geeky little girl, No,
but hang on. She was a patsy. He was the mastermind, but don't forget, he was allowed to do all of this. She was never allowed to do it. Bankman-Fried's operation was allowed to be done by the system. Okay, there's a big difference there because of what he was doing and everything else. Yeah, she just set up a coin, albeit in good faith. It went ape because she set it up just at the right time. I remember it went ballistic. Everybody was on board. Millions came in. She got greedy and ran off with the money. Now, whether she did it at the insistence of this guy, okay, fair enough, but she still did it. Bankman-Fried, that was totally different. He set that up. I mean, that was system sanctioned, okay? Mm-hmm. System sanctioned. That was done. That's a completely different thing. Nobody really looked into what he was doing because, he was giving a lot of money away to environmental things and all sorts of stuff, which were getting big payouts. That's completely different. She isn't giving the money away to things like that. She kept it all for herself. So, that's why he coughed up. He's going to get charged, and he's probably going to get 3 weeks in McDonald's as a sentence or something ridiculous. I mean, he's been charged in the Southern District of New York. Like, hello,
Yeah.
So not the same thing,
right?
Anyway,
and he's not going to do this again. Whereas these two are.
Right.
Do you have any idea about this flat in London? They think it's a dead end lead.
It may be. Maybe someone's just put it out to start the, I mean, really, I don't know if the FBI offered, I don't know.
Another part of my dream job, like many moons ago before I was live on YouTube or putting videos out on YouTube, I would go through the FBI I know this is crazy. I would go through the FBI's most wanted list, seeing which fugitive I could find. Because if I could do like location work down to the square foot, I would just sit there claiming all of the.
Well, I was wondering actually if they're not a reward, because sometimes they put bounties on these. I don't know if the FBI are offering a reward for her. Maybe not. I don't know.
So I did.
To be honest, I had forgotten all about this. I mean, like most people, it was years ago. I remember it didn't affect me personally. I mean, I didn't invest in it because I thought I didn't like it at the time. But hey.
So I did loads of CTT sessions as to why I couldn't locate down to the square foot. And it turns out I have all these protective mechanism blockages inside of me that says, you can't do that, because if these criminals, big time criminals, find out it's you grassing them up, you're going to be dead. So I was like, oh, okay. But note to the FBI and the CIA and anybody watching, if you want a mind probe on your criminals, hit me up.
Shameless plug from Liz there. Oh my God. Last question. You can drop her, but ask the FBI, is there a bounty out on her? Is there a reward or anything? I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, there is. Okay.
There is.
Is it substantial or is it, peanuts?
It's a life-changing amount for somebody who is average.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Okay, we have others to do, other things to do. So we'll drop her. Thank you very much.
All right. This was great. Thank you.